redirect, and to capture, and to thrust. Okay, so Lan Na Zha is the typical spear technique. Right, I'm going to give you the front view of this first slow. So Lan rolls open, Na covers, and Jha thrust. Okay. The mechanics that go along with that is inside heel pushes, okay, then draws in when you cover, then back heel pushes when you thrust. Okay. So Lan, Na, Zha. We can relate that to empty hand movement like in Wing Chun. We have Lum Sao, Lap Sao, and Zhong Qin. Right? So again, outside, blocking or redirecting, covering or capturing, and then punch or thrust. So same basic idea. Now, a lot of schools do the hip connection, some do shoulder, and then some do overhead, and then different styles do all three, depending on what the form is. So we'll cover the hip connection first. Lan, Na, Zha. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then shoulder pull. 1, 2, 3. So 2 and 3 are basically the same, cover and thrust. But the first one pulls outward to the shoulder. Okay. The last one, overhead. There you go, large frame. 1, 2, 3. Again, 2 and 3 are the same. Lan, Na, Zha. Now watch the body frame. When you open this up, instead of doing just wrist or arm connection, a lot of people, unfortunately, will do this. And nothing's happening here. Right? We want to include the body, of course. Open, close, and thrust, compress. Right? So everything's working. So double long weapon, it can work with anything long handled. It doesn't have to be a spear, but this is atypical movement. John's going to thrust towards my head. I open it up. He pulls back and comes in again. I close it down, and then don't move your head. Thrust forward. Okay. So again, Lan, Na, Zha. Okay, so now adjusting Lan, Na, Zha to empty hand, like I mentioned earlier. Just like we do in Wing Chun, we have Lum Sao, Lap Sao, Zhong Qin. Right? So with a partner, same thing. Lum Sao, Lap Sao will just cover in place, and then Zhong Qin, don't move your head, will come right off of that. So we can do the same arm, and they do that atypically in Wing Chun. They try to do the ricochet effect off of one with a technique, so you get 3 actions out of 1. So, Lum Sao, Lap Sao, and Zhong Qin. If you see it on the dummy, when we have the same action, and most people just do, of course, arm banging. So you see, Lum Sao, Lap Sao, Zhong Qin. And it's fine. But if you include the waist connection, open and close the rib cage, and of course your breath. Now, as we talked about earlier, the foot action should go with this, right? So if you don't pivot the heel or ball the foot, it's okay, and maybe you don't have time and maybe you get caught off guard, but if you have time, if you put this into your high repetitions, it'll come off naturally. So Lum Sao, you can cover or capture with the ball of the foot. Lap Sao, you can push inside shin against their leg. And then Zhong Qin, back heel as always, releases. And it's a very slight movement then with the arms, very efficient and fast. Watch the whole compression and release.